Hey there, Julie Ripley here, your guide to cultivating self-connection. When working with perceived failures, it's important to pay attention to what is true failure and what just feels like a failure. When we have a desired outcome and it doesn't turn out like our desired outcome, oftentimes we call that failure. The other way we perceive failure, which is not true failure, is when we're discovering unmet needs. So let me break this out. So there's the what you wanted and it didn't turn out how you wanted it to go, and we consider that failure. But another way to look at that is maybe that is cosmic guidance. Maybe that is the way we are actually propelled through life. That it's not personal, it happens to all of us, and it's just part of the journey. Unless we make it mean that we're something bad, a failure, a loser, incompetent, whatever we tell ourselves. If we took out the internal monologue that happens in our head and we just saw it as guidance, the way a rock moves the water in a river, and we are that channel of water, it's not failure, it's guidance. And the other perceived failure that I deal with my clients a lot is when they're discovering unmet needs. In our upbringing, because the world is not perfect, there's no perfect child, there's no perfect parents, and there's everyone has times where their needs weren't met, even if we can explain it away. But what happens is when our needs aren't met, we develop a coping mechanism, healthy or not, to avoid the pain of not having our needs met. And then these become the way we strive. They're the seeds of our over-accomplishment. They're the seeds of our self-sabotage. They're the seeds of our success until they get in the way, because these were developed when we were young. And so as we grow and we encounter different levels of maturity, different relationships, these ways of being will no longer work. They will get in the way. And so they begin to show up as failures, like, it worked before and now it doesn't work, I must be failing, is sort of what happens in my clients. But it's not failure. What it is you're recognizing an unmet need. And unmet needs you can't fix. There's no fixing. The thing is when you have unmet needs, you need to bring your attention inward and create an environment of healing. And the difficult thing about healing is you don't do anything. It's sort of like if you have a broken bone, you wait for it to heal before you go out and do your life like you used to again. If you have a huge wound on your arm, you layer it with protection until it doesn't need that protection anymore. That is healing. You create the environment for it to return to a state where it can protect itself. And when we don't allow ourselves to uncover our unmet needs and then do the work that allows us to heal them, it shows up as the way we sabotage. It shows up as the way we're constantly striving and all the other ways that we perform to be accepted. Even if that means simply mimicking others to be accepted, where you abandon yourself. And it's not failure. Just because you break a bone doesn't mean you failed. And just because you didn't get your needs met doesn't mean they won't ever be met. And just because you have unmet needs doesn't mean you can't bring healing. There is hope, and it's possible. But we have to reframe our relationship with failure. I would love to help you do that. If you are interested in learning how to work with me, you can go to my website at julieripley.com and book a discovery call. You can also take my assessment on cultivating self-connection and understanding where you are with knowing yourself. That's also on my website. And you can like this video and you can subscribe to my channel. I look forward to working with you. Have a good day.